Welcome. Foundation Step 5, the lesson on the feedback loop and the craving cycle. I want to reflect real quick and just review that the foundation steps that have led up to this brought awareness to our mind, our body, and we are learning to come into the present of being aware of our stress to work through our daily stress, heal from our trauma, work through our addiction, whatever it is. Accept and work with a health illness. And so the feedback loop, not like the Fruit Loops I used to eat as a kid, is our way. This goes back to our foundation steps in 3 and 4 about, how we perceive our environment, the interoception, exteroception. And so this feedback loop is that our body sends signals up to our mind, and then our mind has these thoughts that snowball and send them back to our body. And we're just in this constant feedback loop, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, absorbing all this stimuli that comes in and feeling stuck and stressed. And this breaks down our immune system, doesn't do well for our well-being. And so gaining insight into the feedback loop is similar to like getting insight into the window of tolerance and clarity. It's just an awe moment, like, oh, those are what those feelings, and they're going back and forth, and there's a way to just stop and break this loop. So I hope you enjoy that read. The second thing is on this section is the craving cycle. And those of you that are going through and suffering from any kind of addiction, I'm so sorry, and you are strong and resilient. Been there. And in prison, I asked myself a question. Here I was with a master's degree, alcohol and drug counselor, running programs, but yet I was in prison for my drinking. And so I closed my eyes. And leading into that, I started learning about mindfulness and the benefits, and I asked myself, well, if the craving cycle is this overpowering stimuli and desire, an attachment to these thoughts that feed my body and this craving that I need something for life or death, out would come the energy and the behavior of using. And so the craving cycle is something in my stimuli would trigger, in my environment, would trigger, right? These open the door to floodgates for wanting to use, stress. Boom. My mind would come in and rationalize all these ways of being able to use, and that I needed it, and that would feed the body. And there we go, back and forth. And unfortunately, as much as I knew it wasn't the best thing to do, it still took me out. And it led me to prison, which then I started asking, well, if I get so attached to these strong, overpowering thoughts and body sensations to use, how do I help myself? Well, maybe I don't need to get attached to my thoughts so much and sense my body more. And if I could not get so attached to these thoughts, it would break this feedback loop. It gave me a little bit of clarity where I could proceed with a plan or behavior to do something differently. I'd call a resource person, walk, exercise, go meditate, go to a support group, meet up with a friend, call someone, whatever it may be for my well-being in that moment. I just want to remind you that everything we've practiced, without this self-awareness that we're developing, everything I did and that we try can be more effective with our practice, with our self-awareness. And so I broke the cycle by using these foundation steps and recognizing, becoming aware of the stress in my life, the triggers, how my mind and body were connecting, and being able in present moment time from my daily formal meditation practice to have the awareness to stop, take a breath, observe my body, my mind, my surroundings, change my perception, and then flow of action. Proceed. And it's powerful. Difficult, but powerful, but we are here. And this is a little bit of insight on the feedback loop and the craving cycle. I encourage you to do your own research on it. Educate yourself, advocate for yourself. And I'll leave you with a short reflection. Bring your awareness to a focal point in your visual field, or completely closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to the breath, or maybe some other anchor of choice. And letting the breath expand from the body out into an open awareness. Becoming aware of whatever arises and welcoming it all. Reflecting. Am I becoming aware of how sensations feel in my body? Either stressful sensations, tension. Am I aware of the neutrality in the body or areas that feel good? Am I becoming aware of this felt sense energy in my body?